Oh, I've been drinking this since the first year that I produced it.
No, it's not about money. It's about craft beer.
You thought this was just a weed, Dandelions. Oh no, it's Craft Brew Week. I'm at the Red Rock Brewery in Salt Lake. Dandelions and peaches, part of the craft brew being distributed here. Very limited quantities. And that means beer drinkers have been lined up since the Red Rock Brewery opened to get some Par de Bloom beer. Limit 2 bottles per person.
Just recently they started limiting releases to 2 bottles per person. It's that popular now.
So you brought somebody else, you can get 4.
Oh, exactly.
Exactly.
It's about craft beer.
Kevin Templin is the brewmaster here at Red Rock. Why don't you make 1 million bottles of this since people are standing in line?
It wouldn't be a special, I don't think, to have something like that, You don't want to flood them with it. You just want to make them desire it.
It's awesome beer.
All this got started in 2008. The threat of a hop shortage concerned Kevin and fellow brewer Chris McCombs. The threat turned out to be nothing, really, but the two were inspired to create a beer hops-free. To do this, Chris began sampling plants.
And as we were hiking, we were just tasting various plants, and my sister grabbed a piece of the dandelion green and said, "Hey, try this." And as I was chewing it and walking, came up with the idea of substituting dandelion greens for hops.
After lots and lots of recipes and experiments, the two discovered dandelions to be the perfect ingredient for their beer. The beer went on to be named Par de Bloom, after the Flemish word for dandelion, and it went on to win several prestigious beer awards.
And right here is the wort.
This is Porter, the son of brewmaster Kevin. Porter has been helping out his dad and Chris since the start of this beer.
He sort of wanted to teach me about it, and so I said okay, and then it just was fun.
Push up with it.
Oh.
Okay, step back. Good job, buddy. It's like 95% cleaning and about 5% brewing.
Kevin and Chris say one reason this particular beer is a favorite is due to the special way it's processed for more than a year before it makes it to your fridge.
When they brew Par de Bloom every year, we'll take a certain percentage of that beer and they'll age it in these awesome Chardonnay barrels.
Lots of tasting to make sure that it's perfected, and then it's off to bottling.
What do you want?
And then, once a year, just over 1,600 bottles are sold to customers. 1,600.
Last year it sold out in like 72 hours.
And if you're one of the lucky ones to score one of these bottles, Chris says, give it some special treatment, something a little more special than how you might treat a beer you bought at the grocery store.
I would say for an ale like this, you want a glass that has allows you to appreciate the nose of the beer. So it's wider opening. The drive-by, get a nice initial sniff, and then get a little bit of aromatics going by covering the top and giving it a swirl. Smell it again. It's starting to unlock some of those aromatics. And then you do a sip.
And there you go. Not the ordinary beer you'd buy at the grocery. So dandelions and peaches, now you know it makes a delicious craft beer. They don't make very much of it, so it's probably gone in a couple of days, but that's okay. You can get in line next year.